Hi, I'm Ymeisnot, and I'm going to try a little something different today. Today I'm going to do Battlefield 3 in a review, so here it is. Now, when I review a game, I always look at 5 main topics: story, single player, multiplayer, graphics, and fun. Now, story-wise, while playing a game, I always start with the single player storyline, and I see it only fair to make it my first topic. Starting the game off, I already knew this was going to be the most realistic game in the world. I liked the graphics, the feel of the game, and the overall experience I had in the first 5 minutes. I don't remember a lot from the main storyline, but I think I got the main story in a wrap. You were in a war, you had a hard time, you found some nukes, and the FBI thought you were involved with the terrorists. Now, if it sounds like I wasn't totally blown away from the story, you're mistaken. I loved the story. It was well written, I could follow most of it, and I felt like I could relate to the main character. And I most of all loved the way it made COD seem almost pathetic in comparison. This is why I give the story a 9 out of 10. Single player. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of questions about why I didn't just put single player and story together. And that's because people sometimes need to explain the story to me, whereas the single player is how you played it, and if you enjoyed it. Now, I enjoyed the play of the game. For a game with these good of graphics, I barely got any FPS spikes. I liked the story and how the gameplay went with it as well. Now, I had some points where I was confused about the whole why are we fighting, but I loved it nonetheless. This is why I give it a 9 out of 10. Multiplayer. For every first-person shooter, there is a multiplayer of some kind. I like the fact that there are more options in Battlefield Bad Company 2, and not an overwhelming number like in Call of Duty. The people who played it the way it was supposed to be played, and the players were a good bunch for the most part. The weapons in the game were all real guns, unlike COD, where some of them don't even exist. Overall, I love the multiplayer, and the people who played it, man. This is why I give it a 10 out of 10. Graphics-wise, I don't feel like I have to explain this one much. I mean, mostly because the graphics are the best of the best. So I'm going to go ahead and point out some of the faults I had. Looking at the graphics, I almost had a heart attack because of the realism that went into the graphics. I mean, when I played on an outdoor map, I felt like there were too many lens flares. But I'm sure Michael Bay was proud. In addition, I only had one other instance where I thought it was unnecessary to put a graphic in, and that was when in the campaign, when you were running across the street. I looked at my screen and I noticed my eyes were dirty, but the graphics were still the best. Or 10 out of 10, I say. Fun. Well, when I play this game, the first question I ask myself is it fun? And I have to say yes to this. It is definitely my top 3 games for 2011, and I loved it more than COD games, all the COD games combined. I loved it, played it, loved it more, and I never got tired of it. So, this is why I say Battlefield 3 is one of the best and most fun games of all time. This is why I give it a 10 out of 10. Overall, this game was amazing, and I love it a lot. Could it have been better? Sure, but not by much. This is why I give Battlefield 3 a 10 out of 10 overall. If you have questions, comments, ideas, please tell me, and tell me what you think. I mean, don't entirely understand what I was reviewing, don't understand something about it, ask me a question. If you have different opinions, tell me. I'd love to hear your opinion. And I mean, if you have any ideas of games I should review in the future, please go ahead and tell me. It's all in the comment section below. Now, remember to like, favorite, and or comment. I would love all 3 at the same time if you can. Thanks for watching. I'm Ymeisnot. Have a nice day.